everyone. We can now make our way past those Hammerites we saw earlier. Now that we are friendly with the Hammerites, and this, I think we are. Let me double check again really quick. I'm pretty sure we are, though. Oh, okay, no, we're neutral. Alright, but they still won't attack us. So, we can now walk in front of them without fear of them hitting us. See? Steal the Builder's Chalice, a very precious artifact. But we make up for it by destroying, like, 6 bugs. Doesn't seem very fair to me. But they obviously hate those bugs more than they like the chalice, so it's acceptable. Maybe some of them were really glad to have the excuse that the chalice is gone now, that they don't have to watch over it anymore.
Thou wilt have no blessing from me.
Okay, so we saved that one gentleman, and we learned that there are some gems back here. Somewhere. There we go. And still no guard placed in this section. Alright, next stop for us then.
All well? You're a sight for sore eyes.
Next stop is to make our way back to South Quarter.
Someone took it right off my person.
I guess while we're there, we can visit Heartless Perry again and trade in some more of these coins that we're finding. Finding? That we are acquiring. It's not finding something if you take it from the wallet the person was carrying, right? If you mug someone and then, well, we're not mugging someone, but like if you mug someone...
Good evening.
Indeed, hello.
If you mug someone and they're like, look what I found, as you take what, you know, their purse or bracelet off of the unconscious body, you're not finding something, you're effectively stealing it. Since I don't see him there... Oh, okay. I was about to say, I'm going to assume the guard is on that side, but he is there. So we'll just wait for him to walk past us before we walk the direction he's going towards the zone transition. And I guess I can talk to you guys a little bit about the Dark mod. I've been in the mood to play more Thief recently, and so I installed the Dark mod again. And I forgot how very pretty the Dark mod is. And how well done the modders, the map makers, level designers, how they were able to preserve this type of gameplay in it. I was very...
He ran out into the street!
surprised. What? Well, you know, they say if you want to, you know, if you're going to do something new, you should probably, take baby steps towards it. That is quite literally what this gentleman is doing. Yeah, you do you, man. Don't let anyone change your opinion. You're doing fine. Of course we're going to destroy this beetle.
done sneaking around over there, I'm gonna get the watch.
Hopefully he doesn't actually get the watch. Okay, yeah, good. Stay there.
Hey, I didn't do nothing.
Uh-oh. I have a feeling he's actually going to go and get the watch. Alright, well that's fine. We don't need to attack him or mug him or anything of the sort. I think there's another bug right around the corner here. Yes, there is. Hey! That really also worked out, that he ran to get that guard, because it means now we don't have to worry about that guard.
Oh? No, nothing there. I'll be seeing goblins next.
The guard will wander back, though, so we want to be kind of quick at this. So we'll go ahead and jog to Heartless Parries. If I can make it to his place.
What's the word on the street? I need some good news for a change, Garrett.
All those gold
Someone's
coins.
been a busy thief, that's for sure.
Okay. Yeah, so the dark mod.
Big empty pit. That's how my stomach feels.
Sorry.
My stomach?
That right there, that cornerstone, is important to us, but not quite yet.
Don't look too familiar.
We have to see the pagans first for those cornerstones to be important. Like the bugs, the pagans are going to ask us to perform some tasks for them to improve our relationship with them. One of those things will be to shoot those cornerstones with moss arrows in order to add some more greensy and entropy to the city, as it were.
Evening.
Bugger off.
Alright guys, we'll talk more about the dark mod and what have you when we get over to the docks. Let's go ahead and get over there.
The poor part of town, full of cramped tenements and surly residents. I wouldn't come here looking for a helping hand, but it's the right place to hire a few murderous thugs, or for those who are in the market for something rare and exotic. Precious imports from ships are stored here until they're moved to more wealthy districts, so the docks can be a good place to rob, as long as you keep an eye out for fishy characters, and of course, the city watch. The quarantine still has the docks cut off from the other districts, but the keeper door glyph got me past the gates. Working with the keepers isn't all bad, I guess, and I have a hunch I'm in the right place to return the favor. If the keepers are right, and there's a dark age coming, then docks is where to start searching for it. It's about as dark as this city gets.
Alright, good. We start by revealing an exit, and now let's explore this section of the city. I remember the guard patrols. There is one who patrols up and down this alley here, and he goes up in this direction too. This is the normal zone transition from the docks to South Quarter, I believe. Oh no, to Old Quarter, sorry. Different, not South Quarter. South Quarter's entrance must be just around the corner then. I saw the guard.
Coming through, common folk.
When he turns to the right, we'll go down the way that he came from, because there's the undercurrent down there. Oh, but we need the fence probably first. Never mind. Let's go this way to start then. Dahlia's is down here, if I recall correctly, as are the pagans.
What be's that, you havers?
A lettering from Diane. I be sticking it up here so them thiever Garrett, he be's reading it.
Him? Be's I want to deading him, not leaves him letters.
Me too. But Diane says him could's be of using to us. Her says no kill. Not yet.
Be's you think him will reads them letter?
Be's not matter what I thinks. Diane thinkers him will, and Diane be's always right.
Even though Diane has told them not to kill us, they will kill us if they find us. Similar to the City Watch or the Hammers if they had detected us before we were neutral with faction with them. Our moss arrows will not gain the needed enchantment until we read that letter as well, so we do want to read it. Why don't we do that now?
That... is it something against? Probably just spots on my eyes. Or flies.
All them stones and metal, all builded up. Sometimes I can't be's breathe for all the builded up.
I be's hear the muck-a-muck.
Garrett, my visioning showed that it bees was you who takered them Jacknaw's paw from us. This crime be's punishable by deadings. But we be's knowings Victoria would want to find another way. We offers you this deal. First you doers some things for us, then we lets you live. We have enchanting your bow, so you cans do us these favors. First, bees many cornerstones in them city that we have readied for you to make greening. Yous bees will know which cornerstones, because they have greensy markings. Use your mossing arrows on them, then our magister vines will bees grows there. Second, we's bees have elemental cocoons in our territories, shaped like a crescent moon, and bees the height of a man. Fire yours elemental arrows into them, one of each type per day, and bees will add to their strengthenings. When you do one of these favors, your standing with us bees will be improving a little. You bees not attacks any of us pagans, or steal from our territories, or we's bees decreasing your standing with us. Now yous bees are our enemy, and you bees attacked by any pagan who finds you on them city head streets. Bees you do us enough favors, and we bees not attacker you on them streets, but you do us very many favors, and yous bees our friend and ally, and we's bees lets you into our territories. Bees your choice. Diane, Woodsy Priestesses. The pagans have given your bow the ability to shoot vines from cornerstones marked with green symbols.
And the ruggedy
Something's... Oh, someone be in them alley.
Oh!
Oh, my eyes! Bees can't see.
Okay, everyone. Here's a cornerstone that we need to shoot. Oh, we're still hostile with them though. I might have missed it, as weird as it is to say. Or faction may have been lowered a bit because we did throw a flash bomb.
It's a waste, is what it is. Should have bloody known. Well, live and learn. Live and learn.
When we hear his footsteps, we'll check out that looks like passage. I do want to go back to the pagan territory, but I'd like the guard to pass by to our, well, down that passage.
He must be new around here.
Sewer system, water runoff. Can't be the sewer system. There's no sewage here. And this, I think, is another zone we can do. This is one of the two that we'll need to access in order to find the Compendium of Reproach. Right now, though, we should explore more of the docks. In particular, I want to get into the Abysmal Gale, since we've learned so much about it. And by so much, I mean we've learned it's here. That the one scribe believes it to be synonymous with Terrible Storm, and that it potentially possesses the compendium itself within it.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Let it be known that Garrett did not put much points into constitution or strength, but he's upped his dexterity and charisma quite a bit. And yes, everyone knows charisma actually means about how cute you are, not how charismatic you are.
Who's that? Let me get a look at you. You must be that fella Garrett. Fancy yourself a famous thief, I hear, but that don't impress me. Anyway, famous or no, old Dahlia will take care of you. If you've got artwork to sell, this is the place. But no funny business, got it?
Okay, let's sell this gilded helm to her. We'll keep Mortimer the Mad from... No, actually, no, it's the Rutherford medallion I'm keeping, right, from the first mission.
Well, looky here. Sure, I can find a buyer for your merchandise.
Yeah, we'll sell Mortimer the Mad.
This the best you can do? Maybe it ain't true all the talk I hear about Garrett, the master thief. Still, it's good enough. I'll take it off your hands.
So... the effigy of Saint Edgar we'll keep from the Hammerite mission, and we'll sell this Codex of Abominations. It's too risky to keep something like this with us.
Well, looky here. Sure, I can find a buyer for your merchandise.
So I'm keeping all three of these from our prior missions. In which case, I guess I can sell the Cat of Nine Tails to her. Yeah, let's do that then. It's worth $350. We could definitely use that.
This the best you can do? Maybe it ain't true all the talk I hear about Garrett, the master thief. Still, it's good enough. I'll take it off your hands.
Okay. Now that we have quite a bit more loot, and still we could sell more to Dahlia, but I want to see what's for sale first here.
Not doing nothing.
She's talking with the guard. Okay. Maybe they're husband and wife. She's visiting him for the evening. Oh, that's weird. My FOV is a little strange.
The store here in the docks is a great place to shop for interesting items. I should stop in.
Greetings, and thank you for shopping at the Undercurrent. Sam Swarthy, proprietor, at your service. I've been working on a motto, but it ain't done yet. So just get shopping.
That's a good motto. Actually, sir, I thought it was the name of the place that you were still working on from all these years.
Hope you washed your hands, and cover your mouth if you cough. There's a quarantine, you know. And I ain't buying that zombie ship explanation. It's the plague. Mark my words.
Oh, no. The climbing gloves are a bit more expensive than I thought they'd be here. I knew they were here, but I didn't realize they were 2,000 gold. There's also a practice lock, and I have to buy this.
Hi. Welcome to my store. I calls it the Undercurrent. Get it? And wipe your feet, and don't go touching nothing if your hands are dirty.
We want the climbing gloves. We'll go ahead and purchase these. With these gloves, you can climb any surface made of stone, blocks, or bricks. Jump into walls to climb on them. And with 700, it's enough to buy 1 gas bomb.
Well, thank you, I guess. Nice doing business with someone who don't stink up the place with fish smell.
We'll take an explosive mine.
Did you find everything you want?
Oh, and we have $50 left. Oh man, expensive.
That sure is a fine-looking plant. Sure would spruce up my place a bit. Too bad I can't bring it home.
Wouldn't want it in my place. Only reason it's here is because they think it could be dangerous.
Dangerous? You mean poisonous or all prickly or something?
No. Don't you ever listen to the captain? The pagans were pretty upset when we got to it before them. They were gonna plant it someplace special or something. I figure it's got some pagan witchery attached to it.
Oh, I see. Or I don't. It don't make sense. Why'd we take their plant away, even if it is a bit witchy? They got all kinds of herby plants, and I don't see us holding them under lock and key.
Because the Hammerites tipped off the captain. Said the pagans were gonna use it for no good or something. This here's some kind of extra rare type of greenery. Anyway, them hammers are so scared of it, they wanted to burn it up in one of their furnaces. Would have too, except the captain wanted to get to the bottom of things, and so locked it up here instead.
Don't that mean that both the pagans and the hammers will be angry with the Cappy? At us? Maybe even, try and break in and get it?
Didn't think of it that way, but yeah, I guess you're right. Watch your back, eh, Freddy?
Yeah, you too. You too.
Okay, that did improve it. In the previous, well, the version of the game I've played in the past, not the patched one, this cornerstone would change its design and become less...
I should have told him right then and there. Yeah, I'll do it. But for twice that amount.
I don't know a way to describe it. The texture would become muddled when you hit it with a moss arrow. going to want to knock out at least this guard so that we can get that plant. The Hammers and I are already friendly with each other, and donating that plant to one of the factions will not change your status with the other, to my recollection. More importantly, I think, to me, and the way I'll play Garrett, is I think it would be a nice memento for Victoria. But we'll get the plant. Actually, we should have gotten it right then. I want to visit Dahlia again, and I want to improve our faction status with the pagans a little more. So to that end, we're going to try sneaking into their territory a bit and shoot some arrows into that elemental cocoon that they possess. But first...
So, what do you have for me? Well, looky here. Sure, I can find a buyer for your merchandise. This the best you can do? Maybe it ain't true all the talk I hear about Garrett, the master thief. Still, it's good enough. I'll take it off your hands.
That should be good enough for me as well at the moment.
Death to all hammerheads.
I've always felt that between the pagans and the hammerheads, given the vigor at which the hammers pursue the pagans, that the pagans are somewhat justified in their hatred of the hammers. Although perhaps there's more history involved.
Ha! City heads. Sleeper in them buildings. Just them waits. All them stones and metal, all builded up. Sometimes I can't breathe for all the builded up. What the goodsy would-be's going on here?
That was not at all what I expected to have happen. Alright, good. Alright, we are neutral with them, so at the very least we can stand and be seen by them. We shouldn't get in trouble. And we didn't attack him.
Ivies find your hiding place very soon.
He's fine. We're fine. There we go. Alright. Almost to allied status, but not quite. We are allowed here, but we will not be allowed in there. Or rather, if we're detected, they will attack us.
There be's nothing here. We checked everywheres.
Let's get the plant and bring it back here.
Him that bees them leaves and trees.
Let's also show you how the climbing clubs work. Jump into a wall, and you will grab it. You can climb up and down, and you can also move side to side. Only on stone surfaces, though. You won't be able to climb up wood with these gloves. Let's get the plant and bring it back to the pagans and plant it. To do that, we'll need to sneak in with the plant to their territory. Yep. I see more in a day than I reckon most folks ever do. Like when I was gutting that mackerel. Bet nobody will believe what came out of its belly. Nobody believes old Eli. Guess they think the salt air shriveled my thinking cap. Oh, maybe it did. Reminds me of that time I was working with my scrimshaw when that metal whale came floating by. Made a sound I won't never forget. There was even words on it. Cetus amicus. You don't forget a thing like that. Breathed fire, too. So scared I nearly whittled my thumb off. A good nod to the second Thief game. I think we may read a little bit more about what happened to the Mechanist's submarine in the future. But this is a nice throwback to that game to indicate that, yeah, they remembered it existed, and at least it was seen by one other person. This guy doesn't look like he's living the posh lifestyle either. So I will let him keep his bracelet and his coins. Oh, that wasn't the guard. You know, we could probably use another gas bomb.
Hi there. Welcome to the Undercurrent. Let me know if I can help you find anything. And don't break nothing you can't pay for.
Priorities. He's correct. Hello. Welcome to my shop. Don't you dare break anything. I wonder what happened to the guard who's here.
He must be new around here.
I mean, I'm not going to complain if he's not patrolling, but that does seem a little odd. Thankfully, the pagan sapling isn't carried like a bottle or something. It's put directly into your inventory. And not as an object we can actually interact with here. The other option for this sapling is to burn it in a furnace located somewhere else here in the docks. Although Garrett and the Hammerites have had more dealings and would arguably be on slightly better terms than the pagans, we have helped the pagans in the past again, and I think Victoria and Garrett got along well enough that I've always felt this is a nice way to try to remember Victoria. Who knows? Maybe she'll come back in the form of this plant. But we'll have to sneak into their territory first. This is where we have to plant it, actually. Hey, alright, and we're allied with them. So now we are allowed in this location. Cool.
May wine
Yeah,
and mead be
okay.
plentiful for you.
Juniper. Them sapling tree bees held by them city fools on the docks. Now's we just needing a plan to getsy past them guards, and soon. Diambe's making a place ready for them saplinger to grow. Shaman Hyssop. So what's so special about the Hammerite area? Well, here they have a healing fountain. I think it heals you to full if you're wounded. The areas that the pagans have tend to also have more elemental arrows in them. Though we are able to access, I think, the moss arrow they have here, which is neutral status. Hyssop, you wills get them saplinger tree. Be's a rare centuried plant that will be helping us. When you having the sapling, bring her it to them abandoned inn. Here's in our territory and docks. There be as a patch of ground there I blessed. Plant them sapling there, and it bees will bring her us them powers rooted them deep in earth. Oh, they've got noisemakers here.
Leaves and mead, Garrett.
Oh, nice. Hey, I like being greeted by them too. The hammers have holy water that you can get. We haven't acquired holy water yet, but we will be very, I think, soon finding some. Oops, can I not? There we go. So there are no rope arrows to my knowledge in this game. This is the equivalent. Oh, we're not allowed to scoot down past that wooden plank. Okay, then we're gonna have to do a crouch fall. You know what? We'll just walk back. Also, unlike every other Thief game so far that we've played, water kills us. We are not allowed to go swimming in this game.
Leafers and vines.
Leafers and vines.
I likes the night. Them moon be high in the sky. Them night sounds, crickets, tongue beetles, chirpers, ruggedy toads.
We won't be stealing anything from the belts of any Hammerite or pagan. To my recollection, there was only one pagan mission in the Deadly Shadows, and we accomplished it earlier. There's actually 2 hammer missions, though. But what you do in the next Hammerite mission doesn't actually affect your status with them. Yeah, the guard who's posing here is just gone. Guess I can't complain about that, really.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Sure are a lot of them.
What?
Zombies.
Yeah, they came from that ship, poor bastards. The Abysmal Gale.
And call me crazy, but I think they're a bit more riled up than normal.
They're just a bit on the testy side, you know? Grumpy 'cause they're wet.
Idiot. Wet or dry, zombies don't care.
Oh, like you're an expert. Anyway, don't worry. If one of them gets you, I'll be happy to cut your leg off. Or whatever it is you're supposed to do.
You taffer. You only cut off my leg if that's where one of them gets me. See? Otherwise, there's no point.
Alright, don't get so mad. I'm just saying I help you out in a pinch. That's all.
Well, it makes me mad that I got to explain these things all the time.
Sometimes your ears play tricks on you.
I was nervous he'd actually approach.
Hello.
Whatever.
Wow, what a Chad.
With the boys. Have myself a good one. Yeah.
Not again.
Hello. There's a beetle up here. We don't need to destroy it, though. Our faction status with the pagans is allied already. This place has seen better days. Brother Volt, it has come to our attention that the pagans are after a small tree that recently arrived by boat to thy district, Docks. 'Tis imperative they don't obtain it. If 'tis anything like the other pagan matches thus far, 'twill be bad for us indeed. The cursed thing is being held by the city watch. Methinks they must side with the pagans, or perhaps the greed has to overcome their sense of righteousness. If thou thinkest an offer of more money would set things aright, then 'twould be a goodly plan. Brother Ondelat thinks that we should burn the tree in a furnace. That the furnace, most blessed vessel of the will of the master builder, will destroy the tree and consume its terrible magics. 'Tis a furnace in the tavern there in Docks, and perhaps by the builder's grace 'twill do the job, though 'tis a poor substitute for a hammerite furnace. Brother Constance. Some silverware, just a fork. I think we're allowed.
I think of all I did for her.
In the
now
inn?
this. Sometimes I don't know what the point of having a sister is.
Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if she has some sort of. I never heard.
I told him not to touch it. Now it's got to fester him. Just like I told him it would. He's gonna lose that leg if he's not careful.
Oh, is this that one guard's girlfriend? with the injured leg that we heard speaking earlier.
Right then.
This door, if I'm not mistaken, will lead out to the ship at an easier angle. Than the front door would. It just occurs to me, everyone, I didn't greet you for this
When I think of all
episode.
I did for her, now this. Sometimes I don't know what the point of having a sister is.
Wow. Wow, we got lucky. We unlocked that door, and now the guard is
Evening.
walking
What ho?
through the door.
Did I just hear something?
What happened here? Maybe there's something in the ship's manifest, or the captain's log.
The holy water flask bursts on impact, creating a puddle of holy water. Throw it at undead to damage them. Hey everyone. As you can see, I ran into the abysmal gale. As for what happened here, it looks like these folks were cursed somehow. Maybe they all perished, but something else raised them from the dead. Let's take a peek around. Maybe we can figure out what happened. The undead in this game, like the other things, do not automatically know where you are just because you are alive and they are not. They do not have any extrasensory powers, at least not the physical undead forms that we will be encountering. I believe, like the zombies in the first two Thief games, you cannot permanently put down an undead with broadhead arrows or attacking it with physical weaponry. Holy water works a bit differently in this game as well. You no longer bless your water arrows, you literally throw the vials at undead. They can still be hurt. And destroyed with fire arrows as well. Captain's log. Day 42. Cook outdid himself tonight. A fine meal. At least at the officer's table. And why not? We've done well on this trip, and tomorrow morning I'll announce to the men that we'll be steering for home. I'm looking forward to seeing my Edwina. I guess a scarf of hers is just as lucky a piece as that telescope of mine. Day 43. Weather's been fine. We got a full hold and are heading for home. Should be there in less than... Whatever happened to them, it must have occurred suddenly. While the sentence was in... Actually, the word itself wasn't even finished. That might have been caused by someone disturbing the captain, rather than him turning to an actual undead. I don't know if that was Moria that we just killed, the captain. In any case, we didn't really discover a whole lot from the captain's log. Let's see if we can find the manifest instead. I don't like the angle at which we would approach that hallway. when it turns around, we'll check out what's inside that door. Since I did throw a mine there, I would like them to be the ones to activate it, not me. It seems to be a little stuck, though. We can get rid of the mine, I think, by shooting it. Interesting. Ship's manifest. Been a fine take, but nothing real exotic like the last trip. Like that golden slab with a strange symbol. Now that's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Couldn't seem to make a dent in it or split it up, so I took the whole thing home with me. Captain's prerogative. Edwina doesn't know. Wouldn't want her to. She just asks questions, and she wouldn't like the answers. That I'm less of a merchant ship captain and more of a pirate. And we only found that gold slab because we saw a cave that looked like a good place to hide some of our haul. And lo and behold, someone else must have thought it was a good hiding place too, because there was the treasure. Some traps around it too. Lost a few good men that day. Edwina doesn't have to know all that, does she? Heck, she just fret and worry. Like that time she found out about the secret boathouse near the cliffs by our home. I had a real time of trying to explain that one.
The object described in the manifest must be the compendium the keepers are looking for. Sounds like it was brought to Captain Moira's house.
It doesn't read like a manifest to me. It reads more like another part of the ship, of the captain's log. I thought a manifest would be a listing of every single item that the ship had found and was bringing back with it to port. Alright, now for a very tricky part, everyone. We're done with the Abysmal Gale, but getting out of here could be tricky. It depends upon where the game decides to put us.
Glad to see you.
That there is now a new point of interest for us. That boat will take us to the captain's house that we had just read about, the secret docks by the cliffs. We're going to actually do that mission first. So once we get over to that corner, we'll call the session, everyone. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully I will see you in the next one. Take care everyone.